Fair to say, India in a spot of bother once again. Here we were talking about 300, 315. The question now is just how many can they get after having lost the top three and lost three big wickets. Lots of numbers being thrown around about those three. But for now, let's look at who's there. Shreyas Iyer 17, Rishabh Pant on 10. Just doing a bit of a repair job with India on 61 for 3 at the 15 over mark. Once again, Alzarri Joseph expectedly has been outstanding, as has the new find, the new sensation, Alzarri Smith. Here on Cricbuzz Combox, I'm joined by Shaun Pollock. Shaun, it seems a familiar story once again from the second ODI.
Yeah, West Indies bowlers doing a good job again, aren't they? I think that would be the disappointment for the West Indies fans, is that the bowlers are actually producing, putting India under that initial pressure, using the new ball to their advantage, making sure that the power plays aren't getting away from them. Even look at the economy rates there, under 5, under 4, under 4.5, and under basically 2 and 3/4. So it's been quality. They've picked up the wickets. They've shown good control. I mean, you've got to look at this Indian batting lineup. There's a lot of experience at the top of the order. We've got a stat through there saying it's the first time that the three of them, Kohli, Rohit, Sharma, and Shika, haven't combined to get more than 20 runs in any one-day international. So it's only the second time that's happened. It just shows you the class of the top order. So to have done that job relatively unexpected in many ways from the West Indian bowler. I think Joseph has been the pick so far. Roach has shown some good control, and Holder and Smith have backed it up nicely. I would say this is probably the easiest period for them to bat once they get through this next few overs. Once the spinners are introduced, I can see India rebuilding, to be totally honest, and still got plenty of firepower there, enough to be able to pick up the scoring rate as they go along. So yes, it is a concern that the 3 wickets are down, but I think it's not all over and done and dusted for India. I think there's a good chance they can still post something pretty respectable.
Yeah, KL Rahul was there the last time around the recovery happened. Suryakumar Yadav yet to come. But to stay with Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan and Virat Kohli, since you did mention that stat, the one important fact you missed out in that stat, which was important and relevant to you, is that in 2013, it was the last time the three of them together combined to score under 20, and it was in your backyard in Durban.
Yeah, difficult place to bat here once the bowlers get it right. And we didn't let you off the hook. We ended up winning the game comfortably. So, yeah, that is always the challenge. And I think what it does show is that sometimes people take it for granted, don't they? That the top order is going to get you off to a good start, and how good they are. The average, basically, it was over 60 for Kohli. It's like 50 odd for Rohit, and Sheik is impressive as well. So it just shows you how often it sort of goes unnoticed, but those top 3 get them off to a good start.
2019 World Cup, before the World Cup began, the big number we talked about, it almost became a meme for us, was 4. Who's going to bat at 4? The question wasn't quite answered, and we saw what happened in that infamous World Cup semi-final. Throughout the World Cup, 1, 2 and 3 had delivered. Suddenly it was 10 for 3 and there was trouble. Here again, it's a test now for 4, 5 and 6. The 2 out there and Suryakumar to follow.
Yeah, it is. And we've talked about one of the strengths of the Indian batting lineup is that a lot of those guys, Iyer, Pant, Yadav, all bat in the top 3 probably for most of their franchise in the different formats as well. So it's not a strange for them position. They often, number 3 would normally get to the crease probably at this time. So it's just a slight adjustment, but they've done it before. I just think they do need to be a little bit responsible in sort of taking away a bit of the pressure, absorbing the pressure, as we always talk about. I don't think they need to be too flamboyant at this stage. They'll be able to pick that up at the later stage. And they saw the damage that could be done at the back end to the West Indies. So I personally think it would be one of the discussions that if we get a real foundation laid, if we get a firm base, we can put pressure in the last 10 overs. They can still do that, but they do need someone to take on the responsibility of a big partnership.
Quick comment before we wrap. Yes, you mentioned that. Rishabh Pant's coming off in a bit of a sense, a bit of confusion. He's opened the last game. He's here in the middle order now. Repair job to be done. Shreyas Iyer coming back into the team, and Surya Kumar again trying to find his perfect position. So it's in a sense not quite settled. So they'll have to battle that as well as they look to do this repair job.
Yeah, but one day cricket is not settled. T20 cricket's not settled. You often have to change your role. So I think they've got the ability. I don't think they should be too concerned about that. I saw a wonderful innings by Rishabh Pant in Paul where he got a big score. I just think he needs to learn from that. He scores quickly. Shreyas Iyer can bat for a long time as well. And we've seen what Surya's done as of late. So, yeah, I would still think they're more than comfortable with these three.
Yeah, that was just Rishabh Pant just celebrating the winelands around Pal. Beautiful setting it was there. Not much to see around in this huge stadium that envelops them. For now, they have been enveloped by the West Indian bowling. We'll pick it up in the 35th over to see how India have progressed. For now, from Shaun Pollock and myself, that's all in Cricbuzz Comm Box.